Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Intuitive Air. I have got more messages for you. I've laid the cards out already because the message was coming pretty quickly, so I decided to lay the cards out on it. But I've got some messages for you. This one is actually a love message, and I'm using the Light Seers Tarot for this one. So actually, I'm reading, the message came out backwards for me. So I'm having to read it backwards, but I'm being led to read the cards in a different order than the way that they actually came out. And the last card is actually the first card that I'm trained to. This is the Moon. Do you see there's a lot of emotion there, a lot of water? I heard Pisces again, okay? And you see this is someone who's below water that it seems like they're drowning, okay? So someone has been in the energy of things they didn't know that were happening, and drowning. Someone feeling a lack of control. Someone feeling that something is a very large weight to carry, okay? And right next to it is the Lovers, okay? And for me, that's telling me that this is a love relationship, but it may be one that perhaps isn't the happiest, okay? This is a relationship that between two people that I'm hearing are not as close as they used to be. And the heavy part, I think, of this relationship is that it has changed. You two who used to be in love, and this doesn't have to be a heterosexual relationship, but these two people were very happy together. But underneath all that, which is this Moon energy, is that one of them is involved with someone else who embodies the Queen of Wands kind of energy. So this is what was hidden at one time, okay? This is what was hidden, that one of these people in the relationship was involved with someone else who was perhaps younger, because see how she looks very young in the card. They were involved with somebody who was perhaps younger, somebody who had a personality that was fiery, because see how she's holding that fire in her hand, okay? Somebody, and see how she holds that wand above her head? For me, that feels like she's a person who's, she or he, this person on the outside of the original relationship, is someone who feels in command of things. Someone who knows they are attractive or sensual in some way. And that's a quality of their energy that is present in their youthfulness, because she looks a lot younger. This looks like a young person, maybe a young adult person in this card, okay? But at some point, it is learned that someone is stepping out, okay? It is learned that, I want to keep this card on the bottom because this is the Ace and I want to come back to this. Let me see about this Queen of Wands kind of energy. Oh, okay. This was the card that clarified this Queen of Wands, and what the messages I'm actually getting from this is, this is someone who moves a lot in, even though they've got a fiery exterior and they appear to be moving on fiery energy, that isn't who they are. There's someone, because see how the birds are pulling the boat with the strings? What this tells me is this is an unseen part for this person that's on the outside. This is a part of their character where they're not as strong as they look, and they really seek, they attract people in by being fiery and exciting and youthful, but underneath that, this other person is actually, I heard, needy, and this person needs to have someone else to be with that sort of is in command. So on the outside, they appear in command of themselves, but on the inside, they're really not. So that's sort of illusion, okay? That's sort of an illusion for this person. But someone in this relationship, and it feels like the male figure has stepped out with this person because this person has seemed, for a moment, I'm hearing, more enticing than this person that they had a real love connection with, okay? That they had a real love connection with. And let me see here. I still am not getting how the other person finds out. Two of Cups is what comes out. So for me, this is more information on what's happening with this Queen of Wands. Because you see how this steam is outside of the two hands, and the two hands they reflect kind of the same colors as the two people on this Lovers card, okay? So what this is telling me, the steam from around their hands lets me know that this interaction with the Queen of Wands was steamy, and that sort of attracted one of the partners here. But let me see, how do they, I'm trying to figure out how, so that's what's revealed. This moon energy and this really heavy weight, that is what's in the background of or overshadowing this lover's relationship. And that is the energy of an affair, someone stepping out with someone that they found was useful and new and exciting, you know, in some way, very attractive. But what it tells me here with this card is that whoever stepped out, they already had an attractive partner, and they already had somebody that they were very in love with, and they stepped out anyway. So let's get a little bit more on that. Ooh. Oh, Queen of Cups. So they already had the Queen of Cups, and they stepped out on the Queen of Cups, who is loving and nurturing and has a lot of structure about her life. Okay, so it's giving me information on the two women that this male figure is connected with. Two very different kinds of energies. Oh, okay. See this Eight of Pentacles, okay? That tells me, you know, that tells me where there's abundance, where there is material abundance, where there may be more money, and that's paired with this Queen of Cups and the Lovers. So these cards are giving me more indicators of what the partner was like that they already had, okay? But apparently what was missing was some kind of excitement there that the one who steps out thought they were getting, was something much more exciting. And it may come to me later how this information comes out, but there's a heaviness, and the person who is cheated on is feeling, or is going to feel like, knowing this information is very heavy, okay? Very heavy. And that's the first, the first thing that I started with in this spread. It wasn't the first card, it was actually the last card, but it was the first one I was drawn to start with. But if you see here, this Eight of Cups, you see this bowl of fire here and all this water that's around it, but you see her walking away. So the one who is being cheated on in this relationship, you are deciding to walk away from something that the fire is burning too hot for you and you no longer want to deal with it. Okay, I heard here someone is going to feel betrayed, and that's going to be what makes them walk away. So if this is you, you're going to feel a lot of really heavy energy that's going to make you feel smothered a bit emotionally once you find out about all this. But you're going to decide to walk away, okay? You're going to decide to walk away. And when you walk away, you become the Empress, okay? You become everything you need. You become, see how she's pregnant here? You become pregnant with abundance, with possibilities, with ideas, okay? Because see how she lovingly looks at her belly? That, that looks like it has a picture of the world that's in it. The whole world becomes open to you when you conquer this negative emotion that you're going to feel. And rightly so. Who doesn't feel negative when they feel betrayed? I mean, come on, let's be real. That's a normal emotion to feel when you have been in what you thought was a loving relationship, and then come to find out you find out there's this third person, okay, that's in it. And I think this is something, because it clarified for me that this Queen of Wands isn't who the partner is going to think they were. That's going to be revealed later. That this person is not so in control and fiery. It's going to reveal that underneath that, this is who this person really is. But that's not any information for you to be concerned about if you're the one who's been cheated on. What this is telling me is that the person who stepped out with this Queen of Wands is going to feel like a fool, okay? This person is gonna, once they find out that the King of Wands is really this person and not really this person, that person is gonna feel like a fool and like they gave up this wonderful person who is loving, who is abundant in a lot of ways. That's what they are going to feel, but that's not going to be your problem, okay? You're going to decide to let it go and walk away from it, and then the world is going to open up to you, okay? Your life is going to be just magnificent. But you do see that moon back there though, okay? There's some, there's going to be some hidden emotion there, and it's going to be your emotion. You're just, as you're dealing with and becoming the Empress, because becoming the Empress is a process. It's not something that just happens. It takes a while for you to get to be the Empress. But this moon though, I think this is going to be a reflection of the hurt that may still be on your heart that other people may not know about, okay? Other people may not know about this, because right behind the Empress that you're going to work really hard to become, it's right next to the Ten of Pentacles. Material wealth, abundance, having, with the Empress energy and this Ten of Pentacles, this is like the best energy for someone to move forward in as you repair your life and walk away from what was disappointing or what came to a screeching halt, okay? But know that you have all this energy that's waiting for you, Okay, you are going to be working on yourself. You are not going to let heartbreak slow you down. It's going to be a little bit slow in the beginning because you're going to be needing to recover. But as you recover, you'll be spending more time on taking care of yourself and doing what it takes to build opportunities and abundance in your own life, being nurturing, having everything that you need within yourself. That's why it's part of that pregnant belly there, is that you're going to be become everything that you need, and then the 10 of Pentacles will emerge. Okay, and this is, I'm hearing family and faith. Okay, you even gonna get a dog if you might not have had a dog before. That might be part of it too. But you are going to have everything that you need, because you are going to get, this was at the bottom of the deck, I wanted to come back to this. You are going to have the Ace of Wands energy as a new beginning for you, okay? This is going to be, this ace is what's going to spur this new beginning for you and bring out your inner Empress, help you develop into being the inner Empress who has everything that she needs. Okay, so heartbreak will be in the distant past for you. Okay, that's going to, you're gonna handle that, and you're gonna grow. Okay, you're gonna grow from that, and you're going to not only stabilize your life, but it's going to be abundant in ways that you hadn't thought of before. Okay, you're going into a whole new journey, and it is as you heal. Okay, for me, this card feels like healing. As you heal, you will become even stronger and even better than you were before. You are on your way, and it's going to take a while. Okay, this is not a quick journey, part of the journey. It's going to take a while, but you will become the Empress. And with having everything you need for yourself, and you will still have maybe some negative emotion for a while, as you are stepping towards that energy of the Empress and becoming the Empress. But the 10 of Pentacles, it's here for you. Okay, who can do better than the Empress and the 10 of Pentacles? Really? Okay, all right. So your new beginning is gonna be big. It's gonna be blessed. It's gonna be powerful. It's gonna be nurturing. And where you thought, like when we had the Empress card, the Lover's card earlier in the reading, where you were in love with this person and you thought this was everything to you and the best that life could ever be, but it fell apart and it was a disappointment to you ultimately. You're going to take the time, the energy, and the effort after you walk away from this to really just work on yourself. And your life is going to be so good with this new Ace of Wands, this new beginning of the Ace of Wands energy, that your life will be more joyous. I'm hearing the word joyous than it ever was. But before you get to this 10 of Pentacles, you're going to be the Empress first. Okay, so part of the next journey, after you step away from the disappointment of this other relationship, you are going to focus really on yourself, and you will be you will get yourself to a point in your life where you have everything you need all on your own. Okay, but then somebody's gonna come along in your life and it's going to make it even better. So you will heal and you will feel whole again, connecting with others in your new life, okay, in your new journey. All right, everybody. So thank you for sticking with me for this journey. I hope this is you know, the energy for you, you know, for any of you that are in heartache right now and trying to repair your emotions and heal and let go of this really oppressive kind of negative energy from a love relationship falling apart and you didn't see that coming. Know that you will heal and you will be better than you've ever been. Okay, better than you ever been. So claim that part of the reading, the part about being better than you've ever been, that new beginning of the Ace of Wands, that new fiery energy where you're just going to be really working on yourself and you know, going along your journey of becoming the Empress. And I think it's after you become the Empress that the Ten of Cups will appear. You know, that Ten of Cups energy of having the life that you envisioned, that would be like the highest pinnacle of the life that you would ever want or that you could ever achieve. You're going to feel like you're in the greatest life that there is, and it is going to exceed your expectations. So good luck to all of you if this is your reading. All right, heartache will not last forever. That's the good thing about heartache. If you work on yourself, heartache does not last forever. All right, so I'll be signing off here. Intuitive Air, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this resonates for you and which part of the journey you might be in right now. Okay, because the way that the cards folded out, there are several different parts of the journey. So let me know where you are right now. All right, Intuitive Air signing off. Bye, y'all.